hard today to say goodbye to these guys?
Oh yeah, it's tough. These guys have become like family, just like last year, best friends. It's tough, but it's been a fun summer with them. Never forget it.
Uh, second year back,
Yes, sir.
and the kind of the face of the franchise is you.
Yeah, I like to think so. I think I've tried my hardest in this city, so seeing that kind of stuff happen, people talking about me like that, feels pretty good.
So the ninth inning, that may have been the eighth inning, the last home game, you paused, you called time, and
Yeah.
did this to the fans. What was going through your head at the time?
Well, I was stepping in the box, and the Pew crew, before I got in the box, they already cheering me on, give me a standing O and all that. And I stepped in the box, and I thought I need to say thanks to everybody, not just the Pew crew. They were special, but the entire city themselves, all the fans were special. So I had to just say thank you one more time.
So when you go back home and people say, what's it like to play in Jamestown, New York, 6 hours away? What do you tell them?
I'm going to tell them it was an experience for a lifetime, and I would recommend coming to do it if they got the chance. Never forget it.
So last year, somebody came up and handed you the ball and asked you to sign it for the first time. What was that all about?
Oh, that was exciting. I mean, I've always wanted autographs from minor league players, big league players, everybody, every game I've been to. So I know what it's like to want an autograph from somebody you look up to, and it felt good to do that for somebody else. Because I've had it done for me. So.
This is now obviously your second year, but in the dorm, your sense of even this facility and the playing facility relative to the rest of the league.
A1, top notch. I mean, compared to everybody else in the league, I would never go play anywhere. Like seeing this and being here for 2 years, would never ever go play anywhere else in this league besides this exact spot. So it's been great.
We couldn't help but notice that you had certain experiences with the umpires. Sometimes, you'd be hit by a pitch and they'd call you out,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
And you were John, and the relationship you had with the umpires. Talk about that.
Oh, they were always good. I mean, the relationship, whether a bad call, good call, I established a relationship with every umpire, especially my man Tom. He had us a lot. Me and him are friends now. I always had a good relationship with every umpire, and yeah, we disagreed, but it never got to anything bad, and we always had each other's backs every umpire I had. So it was a great relationship.
Tom, the same umpire, when you stopped and waved to the people, you could just see him say, "Oh,
yeah,
look at this Johnny."
Yeah, he just friendly banter with every umpire. Me, Tom especially,
Yeah.
great relationships.
As you interacted quite a bit with Scottie James for the last 2 years, you must have a story or two. What's the best?
The best Scottie James story. My favorite Scottie James story. Just anytime he's on a baseball field, he's so intense. He's sometimes more intense than the players on the field. He wants to win as much as anybody, and watch him out on the field. If he was still able to play, I would want him to play every game, because he's a man, especially on the field. He does a lot for us. There's not one story I could probably list that was greater than the next. They were all great. He's a great dude.
Dr. George Carlo, Secrets of Champions. Did you use that?
Oh yeah, I took a test. He wanted me and a lot of the guys on the team actually took some mental tests for him, because he knows his stuff, and he really helped me out. He's a great mental coach, one of the greatest mental coaches I've ever talked to. He's just a great guy. He cares. He's big time in it with big time organizations, but he's still out here with the Tarp Skunks helping us just as much as he helps them. So he's appreciated as anybody else, and I'll miss him for sure too.
Have you had any of your college colleagues kind of raise the question, Tarp Skunks?
Yeah. Oh, I wore my first, because I transferred schools last year, so my new school I wore my Tarp Skunks gear within the first week or two, and everyone's looking at me like, what's a skunk? What's a Tarp Skunk? And I had to tell them, and they looked at me kind of funny, but I know that if they were in my shoes, they would know everything about. I mean, I've made so much of a big deal about this place that I think everybody that I've talked to knows or has an idea of what this place is really about, and that's something special.
Do you feel the responsibility is sort of maybe were the captain, but quasi-captain anyways as the leader of the team for both years?
Yeah, a little bit, and I put a little pressure on myself. Probably shouldn't have did it, but I mean, I embraced the role that I didn't try. Like, it wasn't my goal to come in and achieve that role, but this town, this place, the fans, my teammates that I've had over 2 years, it just brought it out of me. I think I've said that before. They just brought it out of me, and I just ran with it, and it's been great.
Last night, home night, they put a tag on you, Pew Crew. They really have embraced you.
Oh yeah.
Why? Not that they've singled out the team, but
yeah.
they really singled out Johnny. Here's Johnny.
Yeah, I try to be a good guy to everybody that I've met the fans here. I try to be as good as I can to them, and I think I established a friendship with them early last year, being energetic and whatnot, as you tend to see me on the field. I'm a little animated, but and I think just from there they've embraced me. I always make a joke, or they always make jokes, that when I come back, I'll come back to visit. I can't not. When I come back, I'll have about 16, 17 different free places to stay. Like, that's how I wouldn't have to worry about a hotel ever. Wouldn't have to worry about food. They always make jokes and stuff like that, but I know it's not jokes, and I know that it's true, and they mean that. So I can't thank them enough.
Well, the nice thing, a couple of those guys are bartenders.
Yep.
And,
yeah.
They got access.
Oh yeah, they got
food, drinks.
Yes, sir. Southern Tier. Well, but yeah, they got to take advantage of our connections there. That's big.
So that's tonight. Right?
That's tonight. We'll be going out to see our boys at Southern Tier, the Pew Crew. So that'll be fun.
Who's still hanging around?
It's me. I know Cody Henry are. Few other. I think Pat DeMarco will be around. Ryan Rafalski, he'll be around. So we'll probably have 6, 7, 8 people still go hang out at Southern Tier tonight. So it'll still be fun. Most of the guys. We only had 15 guys, 16 guys left at. So I mean, the guys that stuck it out, they're going to be here. The majority of them tonight. So that'll be good.
Well, I can't thank you enough. What's the question I should be asking you that I haven't asked you?
The question I'd ask myself is, what do I take from this over the past 2 years? And I take a life lesson. I take a friendship, a family. I take a home from this. Yeah. And that's what it's been, a home.
Terrific. Well, thank you, Johnny.
Thank you.
I appreciate all of your time. And what's next you like?
Next, go back, play some school ball, finish up my baseball career, and then start looking at a job somewhere. Unfortunately, it's about that time.
Are you out of time?
Yeah, I have 1 more year of college eligibility, so I'll play fall ball and then spring, and then hopefully, still crossing fingers, I'd like to play at the next level, but it's getting to the point where I'll start looking for a job soon. But finish up school ball, and then that's it.
Where are you going to school?
I go to Golden Beacon College. It's a small D2 in Wilmington, Delaware. Go Bolts, go Bolts. Another great place to play baseball there too, so I look forward to going to that.
Well, we'll keep track of you, Johnny, so much. Thank you.
Thank you.